Hey guys, it's your girl Amps, and welcome to According to Amps. I'm coming on here today to talk about Love and Hip Hop New York, the reunion special part 1. So I watch Love and Hip Hop, I watch all of the franchises, but this will be my first review on it, and I figured it's a good time to start since the show is ending and a good segue into Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So we opened the show with Cardi B and Swift and that whole Asia saga. Now, I love some Cardi B. But girl, you knew that girl didn't want to fight you. You knew that girl didn't want to fight you when you was on the show when you tried to attack her, and you knew that she didn't want to fight you when y'all got up on that stage. But Lord, when Cardi B threw that hard ass shoe and hit that girl in her chest, I said, oh girl, oh, I'm so sorry for you. Oh girl. I don't care how much I didn't want to fight, but at that moment I would have bust her ass. Like, you not gonna punk me, not on no national TV, not in a country that's not my own, and especially when I really didn't do anything that wrong. Now, I understand where Cardi was coming from because she felt like the girl shouldn't have really been speaking bad on her because she didn't know her, and she felt like she was speaking on her and judging her because she was a stripper in the past. Now, if you call yourself a stripper hoe, I heard the first mixtape, girl, it was my jam. I still jam off of it, but I'm pretty sure Asia heard it too. So, Swift, I would not have let Cardi B do all that stuff. I would have told her to chill out. I would have worked a little bit harder to tell her to chill out. Or I would have told her to chill out before we even came on this show. There is no reason why you need to be up there trying to rub it in that girl's face that you could have her man if you want to. She doesn't want him anymore. So, I mean, at that moment, I was like, okay, Cardi, like, I fuck with you, but that was a little bit too much. And her and Swift not even together. Y'all not even together, so you're doing all of this to prove a point, which you already proved your point. That you can bully that girl, you could hit her with a shoe, and she's not going to do anything. She's not going to do anything. So, that, I was a little disappointed in Cardi B, but it is what it is. I think she's still in her growth process, but I hope she don't come on here and do it again. But her outfit was cute. I liked her little ponytail, and I liked her shirt. It was dope. Next, we're going to talk about the Creep Squad. Y'all, the one thing that I can say about Love and Hip Hop that annoys me is they know how to blow the dust off of old ass niggas and give them some shine time. I'm glad at least a couple of them decided that they wanted to dress like men, except for Cisco, who looked like he fell out of P. Diddy video. But I'm glad they at least tried to look like grown men. But the topic that y'all were discussing, y'all talking about who started the Creep Squad? Who started the Creep Squad? So you mean to tell me y'all old ass niggas is up here arguing about a club that gets no benefits? Y'all might as well go ahead and sign up for AARP because I swear you get more benefits doing that and you can be old and do it. But they were arguing about who started the Creep Squad. I'm glad Cisco cleared the air with Peter and gave him that check, which Peter knew daggone well you ain't entitled to a piece of bubble gum unless you split it with your baby mamas. And if I was the rest of the baby mamas that was out here, I would have been texting Tyra like, girl, give me some of that check. I need about 1,000 for one of my children, and then you get 1,000 and you get 1,000 because that whole, ain't no way in hell that whole $10,000 gonna go to Tara like she the only one that got kids by Peter. He has a squad. He got a couple of squads. He got the Creep Squad, and he got I give away my sperm for free squad. That's what he do. So I'm really kind of confused about this whole Creep Squad argument. Is it over Mariah Lynn? Is it just a disrespect behind Mariah Lynn? Because Mariah Lynn looked like Stick Stickly. Do y'all remember Stick Stickly from Nick in the Afternoon? She looked like Stick Stickly on one of them things from Shark Tale with that purple wig on. I appreciate her trying to stand out and all this other stuff, but she does too much. She does too much. Like, she just does too much. Like, girl, we understand you are a force to be reckoned with. We know that you have to overcompensate because you tiny. But I wish that she would dress like she wasn't, like, a brat doll. Like, she dressed like a brat doll. Like, I feel like I would respect her more if she didn't look like she was trying to be something that she may be not. But I guess she was all right. I mean, I don't really know what to think about her because she apparently said she's not white. She's Puerto Rican, but I don't really care about any of that. I just care about the extraness from her. Now this conversation's dead. Don't nobody want to hear about no more Creep Squad. The next story we're going to talk about is J. Adrian and Snoop. They got on my nerves this season because I thought their relationship was fake to begin with. First of all, Jay Adrian is the girl from Charm School. Don't ask me which season, but she was on Charm School. I guess she was on one of them other reality shows, but she knows the game. So she got up there and she really wanted to make people think that she was really in love with Snoop. Now, she may have really been really fond of her, and as you start filming with people, you grow closer to them and you do build a bond. But Snoop was over her. She said, I can't do it with you no more. You got too many problems. You just doing too much. And Jay was up there saying, I've been crying for months. And Snoop was like, Snoop. And it's the way people in Baltimore talk. Lil Mo talk like that. Jess from Instagram, the girl that does all the jokes and stuff that came at Yandy, she talks like that, and so does Snoop. I was done with them. Jay Adrian looks really cute. I think that she's really beautiful. They started talking about why she left her son to come and be on the show. She has a point. He's with his dad. If they're not together and the child is okay living with the father, then that's fine. It's no different from a child living with just the mother and the father can do whatever. But I don't have no thoughts on that. I think that that's her business. But I will say that she should have packed some tissues in her bra because she had the water works. Crimea River, there was Jay Adrian at the end of it. I swear. Next, we talk about Remy Ma and Papoose. Nobody gonna say anything sideways about Remy Ma and Papoose because one, everybody's scared of Remy. Everybody's scared of Remy. And on top of that, out of everybody, I think their storyline was the most genuine. I will be surprised that nobody say anything about that that medical cap she had with her weave or her wig sticking out the front. That was the only part that I was like, okay. But I will say that I feel bad for them. I know that they wanted to have a child of their own, but it seems that they're not going to let that deter their relationship or keep them from moving forward and trying to figure out a good solution for it. So I felt really bad for them, and I'm glad that everybody on the show was very supportive, and I didn't hear any negative comments about it. Plus, everybody loves Remy Ma. That's the way that Remy Ma is the story that you want to follow if you want to figure out how to make a comeback after you get out of jail. That's exactly what you do. You keep your head down, you get back to work, and you end up nominated for a Grammy within a year and a half after you got out of prison. That is what's up. And that's a good story that people need to really embrace more. Because I know that she'll probably teach her kids better ways to handle things other than what she decided to handle them. So I'm glad to see her back. Now, on to this Yandy, Erica, Kim, Judy, Samantha, and why the hell is Kimbella there? Yandy is the real MVP, like I said on Twitter last night, because she got all of them a job. The only reason I say that this storyline, like, this wouldn't even be, this, like, there would be no storyline for Yandy if they wouldn't have brought them in. This has been a story that y'all have been arguing back and forth over for years now. I remember when Erica first said something about it a couple years ago, about her son and Asim being born really close together. So I don't understand why this is just a big deal just now. Is it because Mendici is in prison? Yandy full of shit. Love her, but she's full of shit. She is absolutely full of shit, and she will do whatever she has to do to make herself look like she's in the limelight. But I'm telling you this now, Yandy doesn't give two craps about keeping all them kids together except outside of this storyline. So that side I do agree with. When it comes to them talking about Mendici's past relationship, which I'm a little frustrated about, because I wish that they would have honed in more on the fact that this man is a cheater. Regardless of who he decided to be with now, he played all of y'all at least one time. And just because, Yandy, you ended up with the ring in the end, that does not mean that that cannot be you. You having a ring does not safeguard you from a man cheating on you. And he's not going to cheat on you right now unless his name is Big Bubba and he shares a prison cell with him or the yard with him. So you go ahead and you ride that, because in the next 7 years, until Mendici gets out, unless he gets out on good behavior or whatever the case may be, you're going to have him up until then. But if he cheated on them, he's definitely going to cheat on you. It doesn't make you a better woman, and it doesn't make them any less of a woman. So that's what I hated. I wish you wouldn't have said that he said that he wished he wouldn't have had a baby with them, because that child will grow up and he will see that about his mother. So that for that, Yandy, you're full of shit for that. That's messed up. And I wish that I wish you, what if somebody said that about your child? What if, I mean, the fact that apparently he didn't know that y'all really weren't married and you didn't send the paperwork off. What if he decided that he didn't trust you and he decided he wanted to cheat on you when you came out? What if, like, all of that? So these arguments, I feel like, is pointless. To have Mendici come in and to be like, oh, I didn't fool with her, I was never in love with her. This is your child's mother, sir. So regardless if it was the first time, 30th time that you decided that you wanted to have unprotected sex with her, you had a baby with her. So there should be a little bit of respect. Now, I do agree that maybe Erica, she shouldn't have tried to force herself into the situation to be like, oh, he really had a relationship with me, just let sleeping dogs lie. But y'all didn't have to go in on that girl like that. I do believe that there is a little bit of truth to her story, because we all know how men do. And men will lie. Men will be scorned and say little things about the woman before them just to make the woman they're with feel better. We don't know what Yandy is like behind closed doors. But let's just say that she's burned a lot more bridges on the show that what I can see than what she's built. I'm going to be for real, because I don't even see her taping with all the people that I used to see her tape with, of course, because Kristen, Jim Jones, they not on the show. No, none of that. But the argument between Kim and Judy was whack. Y'all are too grown to be on here fussing. If anything, if y'all were really, really, really concerned about these ladies getting along, y'all two take the daggone kids over to either one of each other's houses and you leave the baby mamas out of it. How about that? But y'all sitting here getting wrapped up in this business and this nonsense with these ladies, and really all of y'all do look retarded. So Kimbella had a point. And on to Kimbella. Why is you up there with that star, girl? Why is you up there? You call yourself trying to help the situation, but what is you doing? Like, you up here arguing and fussing. You got your own man sitting in the audience that you forgot to chase behind. So you sitting here chasing behind a situation that doesn't have anything to do with you. Be supportive of your friend, absolutely, but you're jumping into a situation that has nothing to do with you. And girl, yes, you was still pretty when you was not pumping yourself full of all of this crap. Girl, you look like a floaty. Your boobs are too big, your face is too puffy, and your ass is too goddamn big. I don't know who told you that you needed to keep on pumping and pumping and pumping. But now you look like you're about to suffocate Jewels. I'm telling you, he could literally dry off with your breast on either side of his body. That's what he could literally do. And I just think that you are a beautiful woman, and I think that you did look beautiful. Your makeup job was absolutely gorgeous, and your hair was wonderful too. But whatever you're doing, I think you need to just slow down on whatever that is, because you look uncomfortable. You look like Miss Nikki Baby uncomfortable. I cannot wait to see part 2. Poor Nina. If she got up out that chair running. She said, you're not finna do this. Y'all don't pay me enough. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. She jumped up out that seat so natural born fast. I thought it was hilarious. Tara looks very, very much so pregnant. I don't know how you go from one season looking like a 12-year-old boy to now looking like a graham cracker. She is huge. Like, not huge, but she's thicker than what she used to be. And I think she got her breast done or whatever, but she looks absolutely pregnant. And I can't wait to see the other half of the show, which I'm pretty sure Peter, Amina, and Tara are going to take over again. They ain't been on the season pretty much all season, but now they're going to come back and take over. But that's all I have for the Love and Hip Hop New York review. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you visit my website, ampsthedeuce.com. You can follow me on Instagram at According to Amps and Twitter at Amps2Deuce. So let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought about this reunion, and I'll check in later. Bye.